Hi everybody, this is Shri and welcome back to my channel Vedic Living. Today's video will be a series of videos for all the predictions for the year 2023. We have a brand new year coming up and I'll be doing videos on each of the ascendants and the predictions for each of those ascendants. Before we go forward, I do want to remind you that I practice sidereal astrology, which is Eastern astrology, Indian astrology, you may call it by many names, but it is not Western or tropical astrology. So what this means is if you do not know where your ascendant or your moon is in your chart, feel free to go to my website. I have a free chart calculator there. You click on the chart calculator, enter all your information, and when the chart shows up, there will be a certain sign that says AS, that's the ascendant or the lagna, and there'll be a certain sign that says MO, which will be your moon sign. So those are the two signs that I'll be talking about today when I talk about your particular sign and the predictions for the year 2023 for your sign. Now, I also want to remind you, when you're at my website, make sure you sign up for my free newsletter because I will be sending out very detailed predictions for the year 2023 through my free newsletter. And of course, every month I do monthly newsletters as well. So make sure you sign up for that. And if you like this video, like and subscribe to this channel so that I can reach more people with the same message. So let's go forward with the predictions for the year 2023. 2023 is going to be very eventful because there are so many large planetary transits happening in the sky in the year, and depending on where your ascendant or your moon sign is, you will have a certain experience throughout the year. And because the changing of signs of the planets is so rampant through the whole year, it's going to be an intense and eventful year. I don't think it's going to be all bad, though. There's some really good transits happening. So let's look at all of these. Now, here is the high-level view of all the transits happening in 2023. And these are like the main ones. There are lots of little transits happening too, but these are the main transits. So one of the main events that's going to happen is that the planet Saturn is finally going to change signs from Capricorn to Aquarius. Saturn did come back into Aquarius just a little bit of time last year, but it went back into Capricorn. So what happened is since early 2020 till now, Saturn has pretty much most of the time been in Capricorn, with the exception of that little bit of time when it was in Aquarius. But now, on January 17th, 2023, Saturn is going to finally move signs. So wherever it was for you earlier, it's going to be a completely different experience for the next 2.5 years. So I'm sure you're ready for that. The other main transit that's happening is Jupiter is going to move signs from Pisces to Aries on April 21st of 2023. This is a big one as well. What happens with Jupiter when it moves signs is that for a whole year, it's in a certain sign aspecting certain areas of your life. So your experience in those areas is going to change, especially if it's Jupiter and it's a benefic in your chart. It's going to be good experiences in those areas. That's another big transit that's happening. Now, along with all this, up until from January 17th of 2023 till March 15th of 2023, the 2-month period, there is going to be an intense transit of 3 planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars, all aspecting the sign of Scorpio. Now, depending on where your ascendant is, sign Scorpio may be a certain house for you. That's the area you're going to see these 3 planets aspecting that particular area of your life. And we call it a point of manifestation because Saturn brings the ability to do work and discipline. Jupiter brings good luck in that area, and Mars brings in, it's like a trigger planet. It brings events and opportunities. So when all three planets are aspecting one sign, that's intense. So between January 17th of 2023 and March 15th of 2023, you're going to see, based on your ascendant, what that sign Scorpio is. And that's the area you're going to see most of those manifestation happening. Now, also another thing is that once Jupiter moves into Aries, the intense aspect of Jupiter will be on Aries, on Leo, on Libra, and on Sagittarius. So these are the main signs that will be aspected. But at the same time, because Saturn will be here in Aquarius, where my cursor is, that will also be aspecting Leo and Aries. So Aries and Leo become a very important area for the next year. And depending on your ascendant, that house or those houses will be where you'll see the most changes. Okay. Now, with that out of the way, those are the main big transits that are happening in the sky in 2023. Let's go to the sign by sign predictions. Now we'll be talking about the ascendant or the moon sign being in Sagittarius. Again, it's sidereal Vedic astrology. So this will be about if your ascendant or your lagna is in Sagittarius or your moon sign is in Sagittarius. Now, for Sagittarius ascendants, the year 2022 would have been a little intense because Jupiter has been transiting your fourth house, which is the house of home, real estate, and traveling, foreign lands, all of that. So you would have seen increased opportunities in these areas. You may have even bought a home, or you may have invested in real estate. You may have renovated your current home. You may have thought about traveling to foreign places or picking up some new metaphysical studies, all of that. Now, these energies will continue till April of 2023 because Jupiter will be going through your fourth house. In April of 2023, Jupiter will transition into your fifth house, which means that your children are doing well in this time frame. If you don't have children, then you're thinking about amazing new breakthroughs when it comes to creative potential. You'll have these new ideas on what you want to do in your career, in your business, in your life. Because the fifth house is the luck area. It's a luck and fortune. It's creative potential. So these are the areas that you're going to be really invested in the coming year. Now, Saturn has been transiting your second house for the past 2.5 years. This has not been easy for you from a financial standpoint if you're a Sagittarius ascendant, because Saturn in the second can bring a sense of restriction when it comes to finances and money. It can bring increased expenses sometimes, but it also brings a discipline in terms of expenditure. So that's not too bad. But in January 17th of 2023, Saturn's going to move from your second house into your third house. So now that energy is going to shift from finances. So that way your house of finances will start doing better compared to the last 2 years. But now Saturn is in your third house, which means you're really invested on expressing yourself. In the coming 2.5 years, you're going to open up in terms of how you express yourself to others. You may think about writing a new book. You may think about traveling and even teaching sometimes, because that's all the third house. And there's going to be a steady growth in that area. It's not going to be quick. Saturn is very slow, but there will be an upward trend at the end of the day in those areas of your life. Now, Saturn from the third will aspect your fifth house. So there is a point of manifestation getting created in your fifth house of children. So your children are doing really well. Like I said, your creative potential is picking up because of that. And between January and March, there'll be 3 planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars, all aspecting your 12th house. So this is incredible for flashes of insight. 12th house is your unconscious mind. You have 3 planets aspecting your 12th. You could have these grand revelations in your sleep. Your dreams can be almost like premonitions. You can have these psychic and intuitive insights. Amazing revelations happening at this time. 12th house is also foreign travel. So I believe you will have an opportunity to travel to foreign lands in the coming year because of these aspects all happening on your 12th house. And sometimes with the 12th house, you could also experience a move. So there could be a change in your residence or your home in the upcoming year. Now, most of the energies for this coming year will be focused on your 5th house and your 9th house because of the transits. And both these placements are very lucky for Sagittarius ascendants. 9th house is the luck and fortune, long distance travel, reconnecting with your father, writing, teaching, all of that. So you're going to be really invested. You may even pick up something new to study in the year 2023 because 9th house is about learning as well. So this is going to be a very fortunate time frame for you for Sagittarius ascendants. Those are the predictions for the sign of Sagittarius for the year 2023. So thank you for listening to these predictions for the upcoming year for your sign or your moon sign. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and don't forget to go to my website and make sure you sign up for my free monthly newsletter, and also use the free chart calculator if you don't know where your sign is in terms of your ascendant or your moon. Thank you so much.